After conquering Istanbul in 1453, Mehmed moved the capital of the Ottoman Empire to Istanbul. He built a palace overlooking the confluence of the Sea of Marmara and the Bosphorus, called Topkapi Palace. Until 1853, 400 years later, when the Dolmabahce Palace was constructed, Topkapi was the center of the Ottoman world. At one point, as many as 50,000 people lived in the palace complex, which included guards, craftsmen, gardeners, cooks, each in his distinct livery. The harem held about 300 concubines, their children, and servants. The palace grounds also had a zoo of animals received as gift from other rulers. Here was also the gilded cage that held siblings of the heir in luxurious captivity. This was to save them from being strangled by a silk cord, as was the custom of disposing of rivals, since royal blood could not be spilt. Sultan Ahmed in the early 1600s started this saner practice of the gilded cage. He was also the Sultan to have commissioned the Blue Mosque. The very first structure one sees inside the palace is the Golden Divan, or council chamber. Beside it is the armory and a collection of clocks from all over the world. As you enter further in the palace, you will see the clothes of the Sultan, so large one wonders how a man could wear these kaftans. The treasury has magnificent jewels, studded decanters, ivory book holders, a dagger with large emeralds, a 84-carat diamond called the Spoonmaker's Diamond, as it was found in a dumpster by a vagabond and bought by a spoonmaker for 3 spoons. When the Sultan learned that the stone was a diamond, he laid his hands upon it. Most spectacular is the Iftariya Pavilion with its golden cupola overlooking the Bosphorus. The Baghdad Pavilion beside it was constructed when Baghdad was captured. In this way, the palace grew over time as the various architectures indicate. The most popular room houses the Holy Reliquary. It has Muhammad's sword, his mantle, his footprint on a piece of clay, a few strands of his beard, a tooth. 24 hours a day, someone is chanting from the Quran, seated in this chamber. Also are other relics such as Moses' staff, the same one he used to part the Red Sea, Joseph's turban, David's banner, the bronze casing in which the Kaaba stone was kept, locks and gutters from the Kaaba. A short walk from the palace is a complex of museums. The Museum of the Ancient Orient has pillar stands, altar pieces, and other artifacts from the Hittite people, from Sumeria, Babylonia. The Museum of Turkish Porcelain has tiles from Iznik, Kütahya. The Turks learnt the art of porcelain painting from the Chinese during the Silk Road trade. The Archaeological Museum has battle scenes, horse-drawn processions, hunting scenes, all on marble. Every muscle can be seen, every fold in clothing is carved in detail. Many dated 300 BCE are sarcophagus pieces unearthed at the Royal Necropolis at Sidon in Lebanon, including Alexander the Great's burial chamber casket.